welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to this WWE Elimination Chamber 2019 predictions video. We are going to predict the outcome of all of the matches, but with a slight twist. I'm going to give you my normal predictions, what I think will actually happen, but then we're also going to do crazy predictions. Woo! Crazy! We're going to do crazy predictions, predictions that are really out there, but could be a lot of fun if they come true. So let's start, shall we, with the pre-show. This is Buddy Murphy versus Akira Tozawa for the Cruiserweight Championship. There's not really much in the way of a crazy prediction for this one because really either result could happen. There's not really a crazy outcome. I'm going to say that Akira Tozawa wins. I'm picking Akira Tozawa. I'm just wondering if Buddy Murphy might get a rematch, might be down in 205 Live for a little bit longer, but surely has got to be getting called up soon. There's really not a great deal left for him to achieve down in 205 Live, and I just feel like he's been a great champion. He's put on some of the best matches in 205 Live history. He is due a call-up. We do need to do crazy prediction, though. So I'm going to say that Buddy Murphy retains and Enzo Amore jumps out of the crowd, interferes in the match, and then we get a massive build. Buddy Murphy versus Enzo Amore at WrestleMania 35. I nearly said 25. Right, let's have a look at the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships. This is Miz and Shane taking on the Usos. The Uso Penitentiary. This is going to be awesome, this match, because the Usos, legit one of the best tag teams in the world. And I also think that Miz and Shane are okay together. But obviously Shane McMahon, you know, there's a lot of moving parts here. There's a lot of things that could happen. So my prediction is the Usos win. There is no realm or reality in which Miz and Shane, a tag team that have been together for all of 2 seconds, should be beating a team as epic as the Usos. The Usos are a legit tag team. Maybe this now leads towards the split between Shane and The Miz. Maybe that would feel a little bit early to do. But I just feel like the Usos, one of the best tag teams of all time. I'm going on record with that. One of the best tag teams of all time should be beating Shane and The Miz. And now maybe, you know, tensions are starting to build. Maybe WrestleMania might be a bit soon. SummerSlam, we get Shane versus Miz. Crazy prediction time. Here we go. Crazy prediction. Miz and Shane retain. Miz and Shane retain. And then all of a sudden, break it down. Dun 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 dun. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Oh, degenerate into something more. Yes, DX come out. How about that? The brother-in-law of Shane McMahon, the Game. Triple H, there's rumours that he could be ready for WrestleMania. There's rumours that he might be able to compete after all. Now, I don't know if those rumours are true, but imagine that, DX versus Shane and The Miz for the SmackDown Tag Team titles at WrestleMania 35. Won't happen, but imagine it. Next up, we've got Braun Strowman taking on Baron Corbin in a no disqualification match. So my prediction here, I think it's going to be the same as many other people's predictions. I can see Drew McIntyre getting involved. I can see them beating up 2-on-1 on Braun Strowman. I'm sure he'll get some nice moments to fight back, but surely Drew McIntyre and Baron Corbin working together on Braun, that's got to be too much for Braun. So I'm going to say that Corbin wins thanks to Drew. But is this where we see Harper return? There's rumours that Harper is on the verge of coming back. A lot of people think he might be getting involved in that Daniel Bryan Rowan angle because, of course, Rowan and Harper were the Bludgeon Brothers. Doesn't look like the Bludgeon Brothers are a thing anymore. Rowan certainly doesn't look like a Bludgeon Brother anymore. So it looks like the Bludgeon Brothers are done. So I'm expecting Harper to come back. But what if he comes back and helps an old friend? You might remember Braun Strowman, when he first came up onto the main roster, was part of the Wyatt family. So it would make sense for Harper to help save Braun in his hour of need. So I think that Braun loses this match. I think someone is going to help Braun because I'm expecting McIntyre to get involved. It could be Dolph Ziggler. It really could be Dolph Ziggler. I wouldn't like it to be Dolph Ziggler, but let's wait and see how this plays out. But I'd be more excited if it was Harper. So, crazy prediction time. Here we go. Woo! Everything happens exactly as I was saying. But then all of a sudden, a masked person in the crowd jumps over the barricade, gets into the ring, starts unloading on Drew McIntyre, deals with Drew McIntyre, takes out Baron Corbin, and then reveals themselves to be Nicholas. Next, we got the Intercontinental Championship match. This is Bobby Lashley, Lio Rush taking on Finn Balor. Now, Finn Balor, I'm not expecting him to be in demon attire. He, for whatever reason, doesn't want to embrace the demon, even though he wins when he does. So I can see him competing here just as normal Balor. And I think he's going to lose. I don't think he should be winning a handicap match against the likes of Bobby Lashley and a very talented / annoying Lio Rush. So I really feel like Bobby Lashley should retain. It's going to be interesting to see where this storyline builds towards. But I am going to say that my crazy prediction might actually happen here, because the crazy prediction, the dead man, the Undertaker, returns. The dead man comes back, maybe helps Finn or costs Finn. The dead man gets involved. It's WrestleMania. The Undertaker is sure to have a match. I don't care that he's taken all mention of WWE off his social media. Not bothered about that. It's WrestleMania. They're going to book The Undertaker. And The Undertaker is going to appear. So surely the opponent, there can't be smoke without fire. It's got to be Finn Balor. This rumour's been around all year. And whenever they've been rumours this strong in the past, those matches have always happened. Remember John Cena, Undertaker last year? We did get the match. So I'm expecting Finn Balor, Undertaker this year. Demon versus Deadman. Do we see the seeds planted here? If that does happen, that will be crazy. Next up, we've got the Raw Women's Championship. Rowdy Ronda Rousey versus Ruby Riott. Sadly, not at the Royal Rumble. I would love that to just be a load of R's, but it's at Elimination Chamber, which kind of ruins everything. But I think Rowdy Ronda Rousey retains. Very similar to what we were saying earlier, though. Lots of moving parts. Lots of moving parts. Because you've got the Riott squad, who you know are in the building. They're obviously competing in the Elimination Chamber match later on. So they could come down and get involved. And then would you then see the likes of Shafir and Jessamine Duke and Baszler? Would they then make an appearance, help out Ronda? Lots of moving parts, but my normal prediction is whatever happens, Ronda Rousey retains. The crazy prediction though, here we go, craziness. Ruby Riott wins. Ruby Riott wins. It does make sense because she can drop that title back before WrestleMania. I know that Ronda is technically undefeated, but she actually lost a tag match just the other week. So she's not really undefeated. And plus they don't tend to talk about her undefeated streak. I don't think that's part of this build. The focus on her WrestleMania match is the bad blood between Becky and Ronda, and certainly the bad blood between Charlotte and Ronda following that match at Survivor Series. They could totally have Ronda lose the title here. Becky could get involved. You know, Becky is suspended. She could make an appearance. She could cost Ronnie the title. How about that? If Becky can't be in that WrestleMania match, then she could take Ronda out of it by taking that title away. All of a sudden then, you've actually got Charlotte versus Ruby Riott at WrestleMania. So Becky would actually be screwing over Ronda Rousey, and she would be screwing over Charlotte with just that one move. I thought this was a crazy prediction. Now I think this is going to happen. Ruby Riott might be winning. Next up, we've got the men's WWE Elimination Chamber match. This is going to see the current champion, Eco-Warrior Daniel Bryan, taking on AJ Styles versus Jeff Hardy versus Randy Orton versus Samoa Joseph and versus Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston, the buzz of the wrestling world right now following that fantastic gauntlet performance. So my prediction is that Daniel Bryan retains. I think what Daniel Bryan is doing at the moment is really interesting. He's changed, obviously, that championship bout. He's one of the most well-rounded characters that they've got. How he's managed to take that yes chant and the enthusiasm of the crowd and absolutely turn it on his head. Like, people are legit booing Daniel Bryan. There's real hatred for Daniel Bryan. How he's gone from that to that in such a short space of time is very, very impressive. He is one of the best heels that they've got. So I honestly think that he is going to retain. Whoever gets that title off Daniel, I think will do it at WrestleMania, or maybe even SummerSlam. Maybe this is going to be the year of Daniel Bryan. I'm totally on board with it being the year of Daniel Bryan. What he's done so far, I think, is absolutely brilliant, and I want to see that story of him with Rowan. I want to see them getting involved, working together. I want to see where it all leads. I don't want the title taken off him here. Crazy prediction time. I'm sure you know what I'm going to say. Kofi Kingston! Yes! 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 Kofi Kingston becomes the new WWE Heavyweight Champion. Honestly, if we're in charge, this is what we want. I know I just said I want Daniel to retain and I don't want him to lose it here, but if he loses it to Kofi Kingston, I am totally fine with that. Totally fine. That would be amazing. 11 years. That's what Kofi was saying in that gauntlet match. 11 years he's worked towards this moment. And he is seizing it. He is taking that opportunity. Has he given too much on Tuesday? Is there anything left in the tank? Can Kofi Kingston do it? No is the answer, by the way, if anyone was wondering. He absolutely will not. But what a way to end the show. What a shocking moment. That would get people talking. Yeah, that would... they should do it. They should definitely do it. He deserves it. Final match then is for the women's tag titles. Not the Raw women's tag titles or the SmackDown women's titles. The ugly women's tag titles. That's what I'm calling them. Because those belts are trash. I hate them. But doesn't matter. Put that to one side. Inside this, it is Elimination Chamber. We have got Nia Jax and Tamina, the Riott Squad, the Hug and Boss Connection, Carmella and Naomi, the IIconics, Mandy Rose, and Sonya Deville. Now, the normal prediction is that the Boss and Hug Connection are winning here. They will then go to WrestleMania, where they will defend those titles against either the Bellas or Trish and Lita. You know what WWE's like at the moment, though. They're loving these triple threat tag matches. So who's to say it's not going to be Sasha and Bayley versus the Bellas versus Trish and Lita? That could happen at WrestleMania 35. Dear God, please don't. But it could. But the crazy prediction. Woo! Woo! The crazy prediction. Riott Squad win. Riott Squad win, and we end this show with them celebrating not as the first women's tag champions. Jumping Bomb Angels did it before, Glamour Girls have done it before, WWE have had tag titles for women before, but they win this incarnation of them and celebrate with the new Raw Women's Champion, Ruby Riott, the Riott Squad, all 3 members dripping with gold. How about that, guys? If you liked the video, give it a like. Hit the subscribe if you haven't already. We will be live streaming over on Twitch during Elimination Chamber. Come and join us. There's going to be figure giveaways, live reactions, there's loads of stuff. Come and join us. Awesome, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.